I didn't see you there.
Who are you and what did you do?
I'm Alex. I somehow walked into a place and came 5th with this.
At what?
At a TTW Regionals. I have no business being in 5th place.
I have heard that today on the rumour mill.
Yeah. You know what? Bugger them. I bloody work after this.
You played Dragoonities.
This is my my soul, my happiness. Let's go into the ratios.
Is that Liz?
No, this is Go Second Drytrons. So let's get into the ratios.
Oh wait, hang on. Can you please explain Go Second Drytrons and the thought process behind it? Because obviously it's not exactly
Go
something.
Second Drytrons, 100%. I built it because I thought it'd be funny as fuck, and it just snowballed from there. So,
How long have you been testing this?
About 8 months. I have not used Eva the entire time. Eva does not matter with the ban list. I do not care.
8 months of testing.
Get
You
more.
would nearly get less for murder.
Okay, so I mean that's about the same amount of time as a Milkman subscription. Ratios:
Well, actually, it's 9 months once you shoot that thing out.
3 alpha, 3 zeta,
Still playing low rarity, I see.
2 gamma, 1 delta.
Why your ratios?
Why my ratios the way they are? Because you like alpha, you like zeta, you mostly just send gamma off of Mu Beta Fafnir, and delta is just an extra name. Plus, you know, the extra draw is kind of nice. You know, it helps.
Checks
Have you
out.
ever seen
Yeah.
yourself needing more than 2 gamma?
No.
No.
Into the card that makes people think, what the fuck are you doing? 3 lava golem.
You can't summon Divine. That's why you play Diviner at 1.
You can't play kaijus in Drytrons because of their lovely little restrictions. So you play Lava Golem or Volcanic Queen instead. I like Lava Golem for this format just because most boards make multiple monsters pass. Burning for game with 1,000 is funny and it happens.
Did you do that today?
I did.
You actually
No.
left someone with 1,000 and burnt them for.
No, what happened was I burnt them for 1,000 and the next turn I hit them for 7k because
So you didn't do it today.
Okay.
How many times did you love going today?
At least 4.
So it's worth it.
It's definitely worth it. Unless
Checks
your opponent's
out.
playing Flunderies and they do Wind Barrier, then you just punch them in the nose and tell them you're going to bugger their wife. So you play 1 each of all of these rituals: 1 Ben 10, 1 Eda 10, 1 Dracondus, 1 Natasha. Natasha's the good shit.
How many games did you win in time with Natasha today?
Gain life points off Natasha. I did it once and it felt great. And you know what? Doing this twice and then going into Verte is just a funny flex because you go, you know what? I'm going to pay 2k and I'm not going in the neg. 1 Diviner. You don't ever need it at more than 1. If anyone does, they're a dummy and they're just spending money when they don't need to.
That is big talk right there.
Search it off. Yeah, well, I mean, especially now, like you're not doing the Eva shit no more. Like,
So what does Diviner at 1 give you?
what Diviner at 1 gives me funny stuff in the extra deck that I'll show you later.
Do you play Herald and Antis as targets?
No. Alright, Herald, yes. Entis, no.
Yeah, right.
And then your Goon package. Yes, I'm well aware that that's common. I could not be bothered getting the
Very
Ultra.
good today.
Very good.
How many games did Goon win you on its own?
Goon on its own, it got to the point where I considered just saying this was a Goon profile plus Drytron.
So you still think Goon over DPE? Or?
Absolutely. There is
you?
no.
Yeah.
For this, yes. DPE has its uses. No, not with this.
So you're saying go first DPE, go second Goon?
I'm saying go first Goon, go second Goon.
Fair enough.
Go likes Goon.
One Meteorus Drytron. You can play it at 2. I don't like to.
Did that ever get banished today?
No, I never
I've
got
seen
banished.
2 deck profiles that have been citing Deity Crows, so.
That never got
I don't
hit.
know why I did.
That never got hit because they're normally just going to try and. They're probably just going to try and hit your. They're normally just going to try and hit your.
Fuck, I'm talking over
Ben
Liz
10
over here.
first. Ben 10 first. 2 Twisters and a Harpy's Feather Duster because you hate back row.
What came up more today out of those 2?
Surely Twisters.
Harpies.
Do you saw Harpies
Really?
more?
Harpies came up more for me than Twisters.
See, I see we have an OG stacker here.
Twisters in theory is better.
The old KFC stacker box.
It's all in the Alex.
Is Twisters in theory better because you discard Drytron?
Yes.
What does Called By do? Some people need reminding.
It says no to droll. 2 TTTs. I considered running 3. I like it at 2.
I did watch you steal a Zeus today, attack for it, and forget you don't have a Zeus to make over.
You know what? Things happen.
It's always good stealing.
It's all about putting up the act, all right? You pretend you don't know how to play. Your opponent then underestimates you, and then you hit them for 3 negs and a goon.
You must be doing that for the last couple of years.
I was born confused, baby. 2 Fafnir. I don't like it at 3 because you only run this, and you only run 3 copies of Nova and the Ritual spell. You don't really search anything else. You could play that at 3, but like you're running the risk of the number of times where I actually opened this and this. It buggers you.
We need explanation on why 2 Fafnir because
I just did that.
He's a go second deck.
I'm gonna go
That's why.
second. Yeah.
You don't want to see it because you don't need it going second. Because you're playing live
because
goals.
we
again-
haven't seen it at 1 though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Well, I didn't like it at 1. I feel like you don't.
Consistency is
Yes.
key, Mr. Activate Quick Play Thunder Spell.
3 Cyber Emergency. No, they cannot all be the same rarity. 3 droplets. Droplets in this comes clutch.
How many droplets have you bought?
None. So you drop your Drytron names, keep like a ritual monster or a Drytron name in the hand, plus like a spell you activate. Like to activate a spell, drop your Drytron names, do this, and just play through whatever you board your opponent's
How
made.
clutch was that card today against Sword Soul?
This not even against Sword Soul.
Against everything.
Every single match.
Fusion?
Every single match I won, at least one of the games was won entirely off of.
Can you tell us what you did against one of the matches where you droplets 4 monsters? Is that correct, sir? Am I hearing that correctly?
I droplets. So my opponent made 4 Sword Soul board. I dropped droplets on him, pitched 3 cards, and then activated Red Eyes Fusion, popped 2 cards, and swung for game. I didn't even bother using the Red Eyes Fusion as material as a cost for this. I just decided, you know what? I'm a dummy. I might as well just go with that stereotype.
That's not
Pure disrespect.
Yeah.
That's not even Saki. That's just showing how good Red Eyes Fusion is.
That's, you know what? That's what happens when you look like a used car salesman. 3 infinite impermanents. I love you, Carmen. 3 imperms and 1 red reboot. Again, you don't like back row. Going second. This didn't come up today because I thankfully never played against Eldritch. The closest I did was play against back row and pen shit. As for the extra deck, we have 1 Herald. This is the only target you send off of Diviner. 1 Ultimaya Zolking. You make this off of the Herald and you summon Edaten. And then off of this you set your Drytron spell to make Crystal Wing. Or Dragunity Knight Trident.
Now, can you give me a rundown on
right,
this card?
so this is what makes me moist. So, Trident, right? You summon it, you activate effects, your opponent then says at that point yes or no. You then can send up to 3 cards on your field to the graveyard, look at your opponent's extra deck, and decide to ditch whatever bitches you don't want to deal with.
Does it send or destroy?
It sends to it sends to graveyard. So what you do is you can send this that's on the field and your set Drytron spell, because you can bring that back in an instant, and then you kind of just keep on going. This hurts you as well in terms of making a full combo board, but the idea is this hurts your opponent more than you, therefore you can get away with it. One Mu Beta Fafnir. I kind of wanted to play 2, but I couldn't fit it in, and it's not necessary. One Link Haribo, one Relinquished Anima, one Verte into Goon, one Masquerena, one Phoenix, Unicorn, Appaloosa. I don't like access code. I'm actually thinking of taking it out. And then
We're
one.
taking access code. Why don't you put it in Nensis just for a target to out?
No, because it doesn't come up.
Why don't you like
No,
access?
because the thing is, when you go into your Herald stuff, you're doing that to do combo. You're not doing that to pop a card.
Yeah, fair.
At that point, you're going combo, right? If you need to do that to pop a card, you've gone somewhere wrong.
Yeah.
And then Boral Sword. The entire idea about this deck is you go Boral Sword, Natasha, steal cards, make Boral Sword, swing, and off you go. The only way this deck really struggles is if your opponent's playing PK and they just do Fogblade stuff, which absolutely came up today, and you kind of just have to...
So did you play Scythe combo like Scythe Lock today?
No, because
No Scythe Lock today.
There's no Scythe Lock, no DPE. Why? Because I respect myself and I respect my opponent.
How did you... No. How did you not play any decks playing Scythe Lock today?
Oh, I thought you meant was I playing Scythe Lock. No, no one that I played against made Scythe Lock today.
You fucking had an easy run to top 5, didn't you?
I had to play against just everything else that was a pain in the ass, though.
You didn't play me.
Well, side deck: 2 Judgments, 2 Moons, 2 Strike, 3 Gravity Controller, Gravity Collapse rather. Gravity Collapse. You keep your Ultimized Zolkeen on the field. Your opponent assumes you're a dummy.
That's a strike, sir.
Your opponent assumes you're a dummy and you've kept out Ultimire, or you send your Crystal Wing if you're in a pinch. When your opponent summons, inherent summons, do this. Your opponent can't play for the rest of the turn, and you go.
Explain the one random strike.
There's 2.
Two. There's one Ultra and one Secret, because he's...
Because I like 2s. I like 2s.
You've been hanging around with me too much. Plays 2 ofs.
3 Ghost Spell, DPE, and Scythe. No, that's not true. I did play against DPE Scythe once. I just forgot.
Still doing it.
No.
3 no material. Best.
Did you play this today?
Yes, I did.
And did it come up?
Yes, it stopped PK. Because
how did it feel?
They special summon Psychic Wheeler, and you just go. It would have been great against.
What did people do on a gnome?
What do people do?
Were they surprised?
They look at it and they go, "Oh, this is a card I vaguely remember existing." But no, no material. A-okay.
Approved.
Thanks for watching the profile. Shout outs to Puke Handler himself, Luke Brander. Everyone from Yu-Gi-Oh culture. They are just nice people to have around. No, I'm kidding, guys. You're great. Thanks to all the TTW people. Chris for basically dragging me to this regionals. I didn't even want to bloody play today. And shout out to Liz. The biggest mistake he made was giving birth to me, and the biggest contribution he did to society was make sure I wasn't a massive fuck up.
To be fair, you are a massive fuck up, and we love Liz, so it's okay. So here's to Liz.
Liz.